Hello everybody, Marcia Dehn-Nix back for My Creative Scrapbook, and I am doing another process video with the April Main kit. So this gorgeous kit features papers from My Mind's Eye Gingham Garden, and it is just an awesome kit. So this is my third layout with the kit, and I really wanted to do something with a lot of lace on this gingham background paper, something really feminine. So I found this cut file. It's from SVG Cuts, and it's part of the Easter egg hunt digital cut files. So it's an accumulation of a couple different cut files. So there's a scrapbook layout, and there's also some um, 3D paper craft projects as well. So I wanted to use one of the creative embellishment titles on this layout. So here I have the word beauty, and this is a piece of chipboard. So I painted it black originally, and then when that was dry, I went over the bottom half of the word with some Versamark ink. And then I put some gold embossing powder on just the bottom part and heated it up. So this gold glitter matches the alphas that come in the kit. It's very similar. So I'm going to add to my title there. But first I wanted to play around with some of the die cut ephemera pieces that I thought I would like to use on this layout. So this layout has a photo of my daughter. It's one of her senior pictures. So it's a couple years old. But I love the photo. She's standing out in the grass, and it's a beautiful photo. So I wanted to put some of the flowers around the photo on the lower right and in the upper left. And some of these are left over from fussy cutting the second layout that I did with the kit. I did a lot of fussy cutting on the second layout. And so some of those, the yellow flower and the blue flowers, they are left over from a lot of fussy cutting that I did. So I wanted to go back and add a title on here, and at first I thought natural beauty maybe, but these alphas, there's only one capital and one lowercase, and I really don't like mixing the alphas, upper and lowercase in the middle of a word. So then I was thinking, okay, I'll do simple beauty, and that worked out awesome. So I am arranging my letters on a ruler, because then I can move them around easier until I know exactly where I want them before I stick them all down at the same time. So I love using this technique with letter alphas to get them to be straight and exactly where you want them. All right. So I am going to make sure my ruler is straight first, and then the alphas need to be straight, and then stick them all down at the same time. So my eye got left behind there, so I'm going to pick it up and do that one separate. But as you can see, it's a quick and easy way to move your alphas all at once and not have to worry about running out of room or anything like that. So then I'm gluing the chipboard beauty piece down, and I want to get my photo down and then start getting the embellishments fixed around my photo. So on the back of my photo, I have put some chipboard. So rather than throw my excess chipboard pieces away, I recycle them and I cut them apart and I use them on the back of photos or on large ephemera pieces anywhere where I want a little more stability and where I would normally use foam tape. So this saves on the amount of foam tape that I use, and it helps to recycle pieces I would normally throw away. Alright, so I'm going to start to glue down these ephemera pieces now. So the yellow one and the vine to go on here. So this kit works really well for these feminine layouts, like this one and the previous layout that I've done. I've also done two family layouts with it. So my first one is Let's Stay Home, and my last one I scrapped a vintage photo of my husband's family. But it works just as well for masculine layouts too. There are some blue plaid papers and some black papers and the check patterns that would work just as well for masculine layouts. So don't think this is just to do feminine layouts. This kit is versatile, and you can use it for all kinds of photos. Alright, so I was thinking I would put a tag on here underneath, next to my photo, but underneath that floral piece. So I wanted to quick journal a few words on here and put the date. I never know what to say when I'm journaling, and most of the time I will do computer journaling on strips and then cut those out. So this journaling is going to be kind of hidden behind that die cut ephemera piece. I'm not a huge fan of my handwriting, so hiding it is just fine by me. Once I had this all glued down on here, I really didn't like how much that tag was covering up the floral underneath, and I thought it looked too heavy on the bottom. So if you look at the close-ups at the end of the video real close, you'll see that I moved that tag. And you'll have to watch those close-ups to see where I moved it to. Alright, so I'm putting some foam tape behind my die cut ephemera pieces to pop them up just a little bit from the background in the photo and give my layout some dimension. So here I am cutting apart my foam tape even. So once all the circles are used up, I cut what's left and use that as well. I throw very little away when I'm scrapbooking. Alright, this cameo that I'm putting on here now says the best is yet to come. And I thought that was very fitting for a senior portrait. She had lots to look forward to when she graduated. She has now finished vet school, and she's been working as an emergency vet. So, like I said, this photo is a few years old, but it's fun to go back and pull out some old photos once in a while. I had converted this one to black and white to scrapbook, and I really think it's so pretty in black and white versus the color. I think the color shot would have worked as well. She had a very pale pink shirt on, and that would have matched the color scheme. But sometimes the black and white just looks so gorgeous with all of the elements around it. It's not overwhelming. It seems to be more the focus of the layout when it's not competing with the elements for attention that you have scrapped around it. Alright, so I was going through some more of the die cut pieces, and I found these gorgeous birds that I wanted to put down on here, and I grabbed a chipboard heart as well. So then I have to put some foam tape behind this cluster that I have on the upper left of my photo. And because the foam tape wasn't holding it all that well, there's very little foam tape there because it's overlapping the photo a lot. I grabbed a few glue dots as well to stick onto my photo. I did pull out the bigger bird that's in the die cut ephemera pieces here, and I really like that bird, and was hoping to use it on this layout. I also was thinking my previous layout, but it's big. It was kind of overwhelming, so I wasn't sure where I would put it on here. So these smaller birds worked much better for me for embellishing this piece, because I wanted to keep this layout more simple, and I didn't want to cover up too much of my background. I wanted to keep a lot of that lace visible, and just keep this more simple. So the last thing I wanted to do on here was to add a bow. So I'm pulling out my Bow Easy tool. I love this tool for tying bows. You can tie a variety of different size bows. So you just pick the side for the width of the bow that you want, and I usually wrap my twine around here a couple times for a double bow and then tie it. I found this tool at a local card making store that has since gone out of business, but you can still find this tool on Amazon. I just love it. I use this tool all the time. So now I'm trying to figure out where I should put my bow, and I'm going to adhere it down with another glue dot. So my layout's almost done. I was going to go through my chipboard pieces one more time and see if there's anything else I could possibly add on here. I also thought maybe some of these viney pieces would be good, and I could stick them somewhere. So I originally thought under my title, but then I wasn't so hip on how that looked and decided to add it underneath my cluster on the top. So this is basically my layout. There's a few more chipboard flower pieces I'm going to put on here, some really small flower buds, but this is my layout. So I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to watch the other YouTube process videos that I have created with this kit. Thanks so much. Bye bye now.